And it's Wednesday, it's the 10th of January 2018, still doing it, and it's about 9 a.m. in the morning. So a little bit of basic astronomy stroke astrology this morning, folks, more localised planets rather than big picture. There's 2 or 3 things I want to talk about. Firstly, Mercury in the sky is now approaching 29 degrees of Sagittarius. Mercury will be there in the next few hours. And then later today, stroke early tomorrow, within 24 hours, Mercury will leave Sagittarius, move into Capricorn and conjunct Saturn. It's already conjuncting Saturn by about 3 degrees separation and getting closer. Firstly, this is the end of the Mercury retrograde. That's been endemic since November, since late November. Secondly, Mercury today is at 29 degrees Sagittarius, which is the same degree as the galactic centre, the centre of our galaxy. A number of other astrologers have commented that this is a really auspicious day because Mercury's in the same degree as the galactic centre. Well, yes, it is in the same degree of longitude. It isn't in the same degree of latitude. If it were, then I would deem it much more significant. But longitude and latitude are astronomical stellar configurations that you when you apply them to the outside world, and when you apply it to the outside heavens, and it needs to be conjunct in both latitude and longitude for it to be significant. This is of course an eclipse. Mercury conjunct Saturn, however, lovely aspect. Mercury is one of the very few planets that Saturn's got a lot of time for because Mercury is androgynous, it is neutral, it doesn't do gender, it deals with logic and rationality. Secondly, Venus and Mars are sextiling each other. Now, I do about 30 videos a month for individual clients. There's about 30 people I do videos for every month. And over this last month, as I've been doing videos for January through to early February, I've been seeing this Venus-Mars sextile, and it's been affecting a lot of people in a really positive way. There's a lot of people out there whom at the individual level are actually making strides forward in their relationships, whether it be the friend, social, professional, personal and intimate, whatever. But one-to-one situations seem to be flowering on the surface. However, look underneath. I also use a system of astrology called heliocentric astrology, where instead of having the Earth or the individual at the centre of the horoscope, you have the Sun at the centre of the horoscope. The fundamental difference between the heliocentric Sun-based and geocentric Earth-based is that there's no retrogrades in heliocentric astrology because planets never actually move backwards, they just appear to. Once the Earth is going around the other side of the Sun from a planet and it's moving slower, it appears to be moving backwards. That's what we call retrograde motion. When you've got the Sun in the centre, planets never go backwards, so there's no retrogrades in helio. And in a helio chart at the moment, viewed from the Sun, Venus and Mars are exactly square to each other. The Earth is opposite Venus and Pluto, and they're all exactly square Mars. So there's a real paradox here, because from a geocentric Earth-based point of view, Venus and Mars are sextiling each other. And I'm seeing this in the stories from my clients and friends who are saying, well, actually, no, relationship issues are beginning to work out. We're sorting them out. We're sitting down having honest hearts to hearts. We're telling the truth. And yeah, things are working. And yes, at the global level, the gender issues that are going on in the world at the moment are so classically Mars square Venus, Mars square Pluto, Mars square Sun. Mars in Libra is always a little bit androgynous anyway. So I just think this is a great thing, that the issues around gender imbalance, whether it be the Golden Globes in Hollywood, whether it be using the caste system in India, whether it be in the British political system or particularly the British media system, there's a lot of gender imbalance issues coming up for discussion, and rightfully so. Why should anyone be paid more or less money or be picked upon because of their gender? Regardless of whether they're lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, male, female, androgynous, it doesn't matter. They're still a human being. These aspects are going to continue over the next few days. Venus and Mars aren't going to move away from each other for about another, they're still going to be within range for another week. So these issues are going to continue. And as long as the Sun and Pluto are still together and Mars and Jupiter are still together in the sky, it's going to be an ongoing issue for the coming week. Incidentally, one last thing on this one. If you're fortunate enough or crazy enough to be up in the morning around about 2-3 hours before dawn, which not many people will be, wherever you are in the world, look up in the sky tonight. You'll see the banana moon, and it will be very close to both Mars and Jupiter, around about 22-23 hours from the time of this recording. Should be quite spectacular. That's it for today, folks. Bit of a ramble. Catch you later, world. Bye.